No, wacht eens.
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways, mostly together, here on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. May have been working and getting things done at the last possible minute. Thank you, everybody who was shooting on over from Brian K. Morris's No Warning, because there's no warning when he's coming in and no warning when he's leaving. He's like the Shadow, but in a fez. Now, before we go further, I got to pay some bills. And I only promote stuff I'm involved in at this point. I either really like the folks, or I really like the people, or I really like the product. But people I like, I'm involved in, go over to dcd.org. Right now, we're in an era of deplatforming and fallbacks and problems. And just like the people really need to be building email lists, which is something I need to do. Yes, I know. Oh, I'm so bad at it. But we also need safe places to make sure our online presence is maintained. A great place for that is indecd.org, the Independent Creator Directory. Not only does it serve the creators out there making some of the finest content, it also helps you guys find artists, authors, musicians. People get work from going on to indecd.org. They sell their products. You want to find good books and you don't want to wade through a whole pile of BS? Go to indecd.org. It is the place to be. We're, of course, also made possible by my sales of Hybrids RPG. You could just, the link should drop you right there from hybridsrpg.com. And that will drop you through there to fundmycomic.com, which is run by Luke Stone, and where you can find the Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, the RPG. Now, why? Why do superhero games and books still matter? Well, we need heroes. We are living in an age of applied nihilism and rampant depression. We need something to believe in. and we need inspiration, and I need to fix my camera because my camera is not where it's supposed to be. I'm like, why is my rhythm off? Oh, it's trying to fall off the back. That's why. Ha! And that changed virtually nothing. We'll fix it anyway. But yeah, I'm actually working in here. No, I'm not gonna lie. There's a feline invasion, and the cats run rampant in circles, having a massive kitty uh, Grand Prix 500 across my stuff. Fortunately, the power of string cheese lured them back out. But what you don't need the power of string cheese to do is go to Fund My Comic, where for 20% off, you can even get. I'm sorry, for this code beta 2023, at least for now, you can get 20% off on quite a few things. Now, I, of course, am over on Amazon, amazon.com/author/Nicholas Tockert, for The Simple Sword. My ongoing, there are more books coming. I am working on projects for book on how to sword fight, followed up with the operation of an axe and the operation of a spear, because sometimes you either want to whack something with extreme force or you want to reach something that's way over there. Now, I know that's a tongue-in-cheek kind of delivery, but I'm in a tongue-in-cheek mood. Also from my works is The Wonderful World of Big Stompy Robots. Yes, over on Praxis 5, where the skies are churning, the cities are burning, and everyone's yearning to make a fast credit. You can be a fearless mecha pilot, a pilot of battle supremacy robot, striding across the battlefield, blowing up not just your opponents, but the stuff around them. Or maybe you're a tank jock, or maybe you just like to sit back and let your artillery do the talking. Hey, we've got something for everybody here. And much more is coming in this universe. Trust me, summer is always the season of Stomp. I am also pleased to announce that I am working on, and I have to say it this way, a new and a new form of a very old project, wherein several years ago, and my net's being destabilized. 1 second. Hit the fix the net button. That did most of it. We'll take that. Storm's not here. Okay. That being said, I put out a microlight, a one side of page, complete condensed old school RPG. And it is still available from me live in conventions for the last 12 years. That's the only, well, we'll say 10, because first couple of years I didn't have that on hand. I just did art. That was the only way to get this little document. But I am doing a more cleaned up version of it, because Amazon, in its infinite wisdom, couldn't take a single formatted page of a PDF and apply it as an ebook. They just couldn't process it. So, given the amount of scramble that the Amazon upload did to it, I am rebuilding the entire file from the ground up. And I figured, if I'm going to go through the effort of formatting, which friends, colleagues, Romans, everyone should know their Achilles heel, their weakness. Editing and formatting is my bane. And I work on it. I really do. You will see, because I'm trying yet again. But hopefully very soon, I will have the Nick Tockert's old school microlight RPG. Yes, that's not a mouthful, but it was from my earlier periods, and it was never meant to be sold in the format that it is. So I'm going to run with it. I have a cover designed. Sorry, Carl. Because I wanted that old school scratchy artwork. And I found myself drawing a lot of little dudes. And sometimes that's fun. So I will probably be doing some more of that. Now, what else does that mean? Accountability-wise. Guys, we got RegionCon. What we have coming down the pipe is RegionCon. And RegionCon is Friday, this coming Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday. Not Saturday and Sunday, Friday and Saturday. At St. Salva's Orthodox Church in Maryville, Eastern Orthodox, in Maryville, Indiana, 9191 Mississippi Street. I've got the 46410. And for more information, you can find that over on the calendar at indiecd.org. Funny how that works. Now, the entrance fee is $25. The reason, before you guys go, good Lord, step back, is that money, all the profits, to the best of my knowledge, go to preventing veteran suicide and with like the Project 22 and things like Wounded Warrior to help veterans. In the past, the earlier incarnation of this event, Arcticon, raised vast amounts of money to support disabled veterans. It's something I've been very proud to be a part in. Through it, I got to see my art published in... Is that better? I bet that's better. If I didn't know better, I'd say somebody was in my office. That's weird. That is very strange. Because my mic was spun around. My black powder pistol has been discharged, which technically it should be, because that means it's not under strain. But and this is fake. YouTube, this is a... How do I... And I'm not pointing that... You can't see that. I'm not pointing with this. But this is a replica. Well, I mean, that doesn't tell you much, but there's no firing. Anyhow, sorry. I really, really hope my wards haven't failed. And then my world would be more interesting, I think. Anyhow, couldn't figure out what's been wrong with my audio. My mic had spun. Okay. RegionCon. The swag bag you get is slated to be impressive. They usually are. And I will be there. I'll be running Big Stumpy Robots. I'll be doing on-site art commissions. I will be doing... there will be 2 tournaments. And part of what tomorrow I will be showing off, possibly showing off the trophies that I made for the tournaments, some other things. And we will be promoting. Likewise, friends, colleagues, Romans, we will be joined by our own Jody McVie. No, we will not be joined by Jody McVie. His name just popped up on my screen, so I grabbed it. I swear sometimes I get possessed by the spirit of Ron Burgundy, but read the teleprompter. No, Joe Bachman and possibly Trelana Bachman will be joining us, as they usually do in our booth, and they'll be selling their amazing wood burning and other projects. They almost always have little other projects. So there's a lot of excitement. In fact, as soon as I am done with this program, I will be skedaddling to my living room and assembling many little wooden miniatures and then doing art and other projects, whilst probably listening to audiobooks or something while I amuse Xander, because one must multitask. So I have a lot coming down the pipe. Once I am done with RegionCon, I have 1 or 2 other things popping up on my lovely agenda, but I will be focusing on putting out and finishing several major projects, up to and including finally getting Ravencleft Gorge out there. Now, before we go any further, I put this call out earlier. I'm going to put it out here too. Joe D. McVie's been trying to upload his new video onto my Google Drive and has had some bizarre difficulty. I am not able to diagnose why. So if there is someone, because the link's good, I've had other people check the link. If there's someone who could reach out and do that, please do. Now, why do I use a Google Drive instead of like a Dropbox or just try to have it fill up and confuse my email. One, my emails are always a nightmare. It's just the way it is. People like to sell my information. Two, the Dropbox, and this is the primary part. The Dropbox. See, now you got me saying the wrong thing. The Google Drive folder, there is my vids for StreamYard, is given the link and editability to all the people that I advertise as a free service. Why do I do that? That way, the other good folks who have programs can simply get access to your ads and advertise you there as well. So it becomes a kind of communal ad Dropbox where you want to promote your friends, you can. The only person who I know, well, there are a few people who don't have ads in there, and chiefly among them is me. I need to make some ads for several of my projects and throw them in there. So then from there, I can download it to my computer and upload it to StreamYard so that I can run it. But sometimes my StreamYard ad space gets a little tight and I have to switch things out. Also, my computer is notorious. My computers are all. See, that's the thing. I have multiple gigs on my end. I have no idea how big his file is. And if it's too big, I'll have to reach out and tell you. I'll have to tell you that you have to trim it down because there are file limitations on the size that I can put up. But so far, it hasn't got to me to be my problem. So it's on his end. And yes, I'm jumping a lot of comments to get there. So please, I'm sure it's something that a couple quick messenger things can find out. Okay, so that's there. But the reason I use it is so that I can promote all the good people and get you going. Now, I've gone over my 15-minute setup, so I want to get into the more interesting stuff, which is you guys. But you guys know, before I get into the wonderful stuff that is you, I need to run an ad for somebody. So let's see, who haven't I run an ad for in a while? Let's find a night. Oh, wait, no, I'll just run Joe's.
Hi, I'm Joe Bachman with Behind the Code, Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory pages. On this show, you'll be able to watch me go through and update the Independent Creator Directory website with new features or new members depending on what we have going on that week. Again, that's Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory page. Joe Bachman again with The Burning is Love on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, also on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch pages. To find out more about the Independent Creator Directory, visit indiecd.org to find other great authors, artists, game designers, and live streamers. On this stream, you'll get to watch me go through and do various word burning projects that I put on theburningislove.com. I look forward to seeing you guys there and hope you have a great day.
Hi. Yeah. As we get back, we realize that I am going to my more old-fashioned, traditional family methods of dealing with things that don't that are moving and shouldn't. The secret base analysis flowchart, guys, of any, much better, of any. Thank you, Cindy Cat. This is one of hers. She donated the duct tape to me. Of any project. If it moves and it's not supposed to, apply duct tape. If it doesn't move and it's supposed to, apply WD-40. Everything else builds out from that logic. Pristine. It's beautiful. It looks like I've done that before. Anyway, so that should keep my mic from its bothersome spinning and maybe keep my sound a little better. The more you know. Now, with all that, I'm sure there won't be any other shenanigans going on. Let's see who's here. Joe Bachman is first through the door. Glad I ran his ad. Good morning and happy Monday, folks. It is a very Monday. Morning. Morning, Joe. Joe? There are ne'er-do-wells here? Where? Oh, they're always ne'er-do-wells. Hi, my name is Nick, and I'm a recovering ne'er-do-well. At some point, I'm doing okay. That's pretty good for a former ne'er-do-well. Hello? Obviously, BKM doesn't know that we have to get in here early and fill Nick's chat. Yes, because I might not, be prepared and need all that lovely support. It's certainly not a way to hilariously make me fumble my way through my words. No, you'd never do that. I saw that there won't be a raging clock this morning. No, there won't for personal family reasons. Nita and Daphne are not doing a raging clock. There's no drama that's anybody's concern of that style anyway. They just have some issues. Everything, I'm sure they will be okay. They are in she and her family are in my thoughts and prayers. And if you have any positive mojo from whatever origin you take it, you want to throw it their way, that would be appreciated. I'm having some bad speaking today, but we're going to make it work. Hey, Witsman dude, I saw that too. So Elon Musk has a failure to launch this morning. Glad it didn't happen to me yet. Oof, that's tough crowd this morning. Well, here's the thing. On one side, Elon is pushing for us to finally be in this incarnation. I gotta put some caveats on this. A interplanetary species. Okay. Cool. I support that. My concern is a lot of it is for the same reasons he tried to acquire Twitter, so that he could get around international law. And as he keeps trying to rebuild the company town and company store, which any historian, especially anybody who's dabbled in early American history, give you a hint, look around the Great Depression, pre-Great Depression especially. You'll get to read wonderful stories of companies hiring crop dusters to literally bomb their own employees for having the audacity to attempt to escape or rebel at unjust work practices and danger. Go read your labor history. It's funny because they don't like to promote that bit of American history nearly enough. I don't know why. Morning, Carl and Donna. Yes, I'm going through the light chipper things this Monday morning. I'll be around here for a little bit this morning. I have a meeting at 10 a.m. with a project engineer that I've been working with this year. That should be interesting. Go with God, Joe. Donna is typing one-handed. Calvin is tucked under in her left arm. That one was for me. That one was all on me, guys. I'd flash the not the green room for you guys. I gotta do it for myself. Aw, sweet Calvin. Okay, Joe, good luck. Hello again. Hello. Is it Grant you're looking for? Hey, Grant. And yeah, my voice is really bad today. I'm sorry, guys. You made it in time to hear the theme song. That's right. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to light the lights. It's time to get things started on the Nevermind the Furthermore tonight. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, sorry. Wrong show. And we got greetings and we got accountability, Region Con. It's this Friday and Saturday, April 21st and 22nd at St. Sava's Church, 9191 Mississippi Street, Maryville, Indiana, 46410. More information can be found at the event calendar at ndcd.org. Yes. Oh, speaking of upcoming news, next episode, barring technical difficulty, we will be joined by an old friend and ally and fellow game designer, someone who's got a lot of stuff out there and has put out literally hundreds of materials. As he does it as his full-time employment, Mr. Neil Litherland. He has a game based around little green army men. And I will be unveiling his ad. Let me see. I don't think it uploaded right because I've been dealing with my own issues this morning. No, it did not. So I will be unveiling his ad on that show. And you know I love a new ad. And then it'll be something else to go into circulation to offset the people who have made ads for specific campaigns. Because you have 2 or 3 kinds of ads. One of the type of ads you do is for a specific event. So if I'm doing an ad, I'm doing this, and Big Stumpy Robots will be at RegionCon. That is a short-term ad. We're crowdfunding on Fund My Comic. That's usually a short-term ad. The nature of that. Wow, it is just pouring out there. Oh. It was 80 degrees 24 hours ago, and it is now snowing. This may be bright on you guys, but 2 seconds. Snow. 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 Because there's no climate change whatsoever. No. That hurt my soul for a moment. Moving on. Woo. We have a bit of a comment dump. There we go. Sweet Calvin. Calvin's sweet. He's a good kitty. Okay, Joe, good luck. Hello again. There we are. We're almost back. And yes, we did. It's scrolling back up as I scroll down because, of course, it is. Oh, okay. There we are. Again, made it. Boom. That was odd. That's okay. That's why I'm not cranky with Joe. I could never be cranky with well, not this Joe DeMurphy, but with anybody who's got technical difficulties, because technical difficulties happen to anyone, and we've discussed that. Accountability. Let's see what Carl has as accountability, because he said yay. Registered for Silicon. Hope they still have room. Waiting for IRS to take my tax payment. Irk. Oh, my condolences, Carl. Joe Buckman. Accountability. Many of my wood projects, my mother's books, Trelena's crochet projects, Nick's art and books, and Amanda's books and projects will be there for sale. Yes. And I'm making more projects, and I will be doing more art. It's going to be insane. Accountability. Survived my stairs treachery. Good on you. We've been worried about you, Rich. Filled a 30-yard dumpster and only got a third of the way through my dad's garage. Noodle on a few ideas. You've been a busy, busy boy. One more thing. For anyone going to cons this year, please send me the information for those cons and who all is attending so I can add it to the event calendar. Yes, Joe is making an incredible, brilliant resource to help everybody find out who's going where, get advice on which cons are worth attending, which ones aren't. Because after 2020, every con is basically a first year, because everything's reset and changed. What happened to your coffee run, Witzman dude? Oh my, yes, we'd like to know that. And we're gonna keep on trucking. Oh, half hour, guys. Hydrate, stretch, and I need to run another ad. And since Donna hit right at the moment I realized that, I'll run her ad. Bam.
Hey there, everyone. This is Donna Carlene. Want some romance mixed in with a dead body or more? Then you enjoy my Hunter's Ridge series. Set in a small town in Alabama, it's the story of Northern Rider computer tech Carly Simone and the love of her life, Captain B.J. Martin of the Hunter's Ridge PD. But life in a small town is not all roses and beer, as Carly's expertise in true-life crime-telling makes her the Hunter's Ridge murder expert. And then there's nowhere to go dancing except the Dixie with his country music. But Rocker Carly can adjust, can't she?
That's such a fun ad, and her books are such. Wow. And my computer just tried to print my screen with no one touching anything. Someone is having fun with me today. Anyway. Yeah, hope you get that coffee. What is... Well, I'll just navigate around that particular pop-up while I deal with whatever else is going on. Nope, it's not going away. You can send it to joebach.org or by using the contact form on the site. Good job, Rich. Hope you aren't hurting too much here to save the day. Cindy Koepp. Yes, a 30-yard dumpster and only allowed us to get through 1/3 of the garage. Lurker mode engaged. Kelly Carlisle. Good morning, Nick and wonderful creatives. Good morning, Kelly. She did it. Oh God, there are a lot of technical difficulties going on in weird ways, but we can talk about this. The Rembrandt Stratagem, your two-fisted pulp action adventure to get you into the paranormal case files of Bishop Kincaid. Guys, this is a fun read. I'm enjoying it because it has that flair that begs to be a graphic novel or an animated feature or both. This is one of the books that have legs, if that makes sense. It's really going places. So I really hope you are following that. Sorry, this pop-up on the screen is slightly distracting me. So I'm going to try to do this. Ha! Now it's not in my way. But getting back to the comments. Hello, Kelly. Why am I having so much trouble today, I wonder? Oh, and now literally all the comments have disappeared. We are really, really having a day. Where are we now? They need a go to current comment button. Today isn't bad. Saturday was heavily leaning on meds and slept most of the time. Sunday, most of Sunday away to get some to heal some. Yep. Hey Kelly, we got greetings and we got greetings and we got greetings. Good, Rich. We've seen something. We've seen so many places where folks kept too much. We're trying to clean out stuff now. We're fighting the good fight ourselves. Hey. Oh. On Saturday, managed to spend nearly whole day with both my siblings and no shots fired. Any two of us are good, but the three of us get together and we give World War lessons. Understood. Do I hear storm sirens? No, what you were hearing was my computer making strange noises because my mic decided to spin backwards and face the opposite direction, unless you're hearing storm sirens for you. Good morning, Dan Hollifield. It only took me about a half hour to get to you, but it's great seeing you out and about, my friend. Go to Appfillion. I may run his ad toward the end. It's a lengthy ad. But Dan does incredible things and has for decades. Hey, Dan, we got everybody loves Dan. Morning, Dan. Wow, it felt weird saying that. No, I say good morning to him all the time when we sign off. Morning, all. Morning, Nick. Morning, Joe. Morning, Joe. Accountability was finally able to stream on the video game side of the end of River City Girls and showing how I beat the game. Bad thing, game said I only completed 56% of the quests in it. Well, that happens, especially if it's a speed run. Now, if you're going completionist, well, you either go back into the file if you can, or you just start over with a completionist mindset. I'm an old Castlevania player. When I say I have beaten Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I have beaten Castlevania Symphony of the Night. With all like, 212, 227% completion. Accountability. Saturday show went well, was able to discuss crowdfunding, was able to work on primetime Saturday night. Excellent. Nick, your paperback and a signed hardback will be sent to you in July. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. Newly edited with an alternate hardback cover of my first Bishop Kincaid book. I hope you've been reading. I have. It is so fun. I love talking about this book, but I don't want to give people spoilers. Jody, if you can add Carl Witzman at Gmail, then I'll try to put it in the Google box. Thank you. How much space is in your... Okay, the ad. They're talking about the ad. Rich, that's not the problem. I'm out of space. On my side, it shouldn't be. That's really weird that your side would interfere, but okay. I'll work on getting an upload section at indcd.org tonight for the various advertisements. Wonderful. Google is saying that I don't have the space to share. Okay. It wants me to store the ad on. I've never had that before. Right now, I'm getting rid of the shared folder. And it's not help. Okay. Then I think there's something wrong. Try to type a message and listen with my own voice. Trying to type a message and listen to my own voice really messes with me. Yes, it does. I understand that one. Let's see. 10 watching and only 5 likes. Get on it, folks. I need to up my game. I know this has been a very Monday episode. I've only had some minor technical difficulties and weather impacts. I need to step up the insanity. That's what you're telling me. That this has become too plain, too Jane, too commonplace. I will do what I can to keep the entertainment coming, darling. I opened my eyes and rolled over to look at the time. Holy good morning. Good morning, Dawn. How you doing? Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. Here comes the dawn. Do. Hey, Dan. I figured out a workaround. I have to use a different Google account, personal one. The one I use the most space on is taken up by Google email attachments. It's not fun going through 37,000 emails to fix. Let's not talk about my Yahoo account. I just say I understand. Hey, Agent Zero. I'm considering going to this one, Nashville Comic Con. Cool. And the coffee ninja got her coffee, and she didn't even notice. Dun, 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 dun. I got coffee and didn't even realize it, because Carl is that smooth. Hey, Agent Zero. Hi. Hey, all. Hi, Ice Queen. And thanks, Twitter folks, for at least coming through to like and comment a little bit on YouTube. I get no feedback from Twitter, and I'm putting it out there because people like it. But it's great to hear from you. Please don't hesitate to promote your stuff. You know, there's a give and take to it and all, but I want to make sure that everybody's getting out there. There's some great creatives out here. Seeing Agent Zero and Ice Cream makes me miss my days, well, my nights over at Red Valkyrie Presents. Now, where am I? Because everybody needs to have their stuff promoted, and we need the best entertainment we can get, or education. Oh, I have a comment dump going on. Hey, Ice Cream. Hey, Donna. Hey. Time for another meeting. That's fine. Joe, you are an absolute beast of a hero. We love you. Joe's going to go do a meeting, and that's fine with more people in here. Let's run an ad. To get a little early, but I'll run an ad anyway because you guys like a good ad. And I think I actually need to go through and try to remove a few of these older ads. And I have some maintenance on mine. Thank you for the reminder. Let's run. Actually, we'll run Luke's ad. Now, please, because it does require a slight amendment, it is no longer on Indiegogo. It's on Fund My Comic.
Lockdown Games and Luke Stone Studios presents Hybrids, the role-playing game. This core rules to the new Base Plus 2 game engine allows you to design your own character and create your own homebrewed adventure, complete with charts, maps, and every resource needed to dive right into the Hybrids universe on your own, or continue where the quick play left off with a brand new module. Get caught up on the series with the Killing Field trade paperback, enhanced with creator commentary and behind-the-scenes information. This special edition gives you even more value in entertainment. All this and more on Indiegogo.
Yeah, well, on Fund My Comic. So that project is still up to the best of my knowledge. I say that because sometimes I have to go through and find Calamity. But we are hopping and popping. Now, guys, I let the chat go for a bit. You know, I do love to do so. But tomorrow I want to and Hojo's got the link for it in the chat. Thank you. And let's see, we've got comments that we've all seen. And Dawn put, okay, hey, all, I completely forgot about Saturday Night, Jody. It happens, guys. I have such a bulk of YouTube programs that I follow, both in the Rising Tide and without, outside the Rising Tide, although I'd love to pull some of those people in, that, I have one mainstream program that I watch. That I had two because my wife and I were we'll say enjoying, more likely enduring the what is it, Wolf Pack, the totally not Teen Wolf thing out on Paramount, and we did enjoy that. But what we are watching primarily, I watch The Mandalorian. I will not apologize for it because I enjoy the heck out of The Mandalorian. And I've enjoyed the season, even though it's been a little different. I can see where it's connected to the other parts of the Star Wars universe. And frankly, I'm having a good time. But most of what I watch is YouTube content. I'm so stone serious. I enjoy, I'll watch older shows on like Paramount or on I like the HBO having the access to the DC cartoons, especially, but because things I can watch with Xander. But most of it's like there's some great, the content that you guys put out is fabulous. The content that some of the creatives and instructors put out is amazing, and it's indie. So go indie, friends. And see, Joe's got it. Don, that's what replays are for. You can always rewatch our stuff if it's an inconvenient time. Now, please be sure to hit the likes on this, because I as a channel and as a producer, I have to fight a lot of the algorithms. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with a hard pass on The Mandalorian. If you don't like a program, and I'll talk about this a little bit. It's a spicy subject, but it's also a subject that people need to understand. If you don't like a program, the best thing you can do is not watch it. I'm serious. Don't talk about it, because that makes hype, and then people will either go to be curious, or will watch it to hate it. There are many people who've watched the Velma program because they hated it. And my problem is I don't have time for that. I don't mind. We can disagree. That's one of the great things, is people can disagree on the content they take. But there are too many people out there who I know who are creatives, who are spending so much time raging about what they don't like. They're not creating what they love. And I think that's theft. You're letting your time be stolen. And guys, you're better than that. Everybody is. This is one of those. I sometimes get into it with my buddy Luke, whom I love dearly. There are points we disagree with, and we have had some truly delightful, passionate conversations over the years. When he was awake, but what I promote is, if you don't like what's going on, it's just like any other problem. Make better. And if I look at what we see, guys, thank you. Nick is a class act. Hi, Cindy. And this is why, one thing I didn't like about gaming, I will put myself out there, is the cost and complexity of a lot of games. General Koepp Nobi. But like a lot of the tactic games, I may love the game, but I realize it's expensive to get into, and with 3D printers and other means, there's no justification for the cost of the miniatures being that high, and the rules are very complex. This bothers me. There are several games that this can apply to. Most things by Games Workshop, Classic BattleTech can be that route. The new version of BattleTech and the new version of Cav have come much closer to being very simpler, but at the same time, it's still very expensive to get into and very complex. Long time to play, lots of rule discussions. Now, this bothered me. Now, I could have just been like everybody else out there who shouts and shakes their fist, which you can do if that makes you feel better, and if you have nothing else to do, by all means. But instead, I went, you know what? I'm going to make a game system. I'm going to make a game system because I found out I was going to be a dad. Well, actually, I started making a game system before. I made Big Stompy Robots, and I took it a different direction when I found out I was going to be a dad. I made the first wooden Big Stompy Robot I ever did out of scraps at it was the throwaway scrap pile at a place I was substitute teaching. And I was teaching for shop. And they had never seen somebody make a blueprint live out of scrap. Like, I've got scrap, I've got what can I make with it? So I made this, and it's up on the shelf. Because Xander played with it for a while, but it broke a few times. And I put it up, and I made him other things that were a little more playable. But I made a whole game. Rules light, And I purposely keep the cost for big stompy robots. And this sounds like a plug, but this isn't meant as a plug. This is meant as what's going on behind it. As low as possible. I only make about $1 on any of my books. Really do. Satin did years of artwork, but the stack cards are easy. Here, I'll put it up there. Look at this. Look at this. Here's a little behind the scenes for you. Easy to see, easy to read. Quick to play. Why? Because I saw a problem and I wanted to make it better. If you guys want to, you see something that bothers you, you want to make it better, do it. I'm serious. Do it. Now I'm going to hit the links and comments, but this is something I'm passionate about. When I didn't like the way that people were being trained in my local medieval group, and I saw flaws. Yeah, I complained a bit, but realized it's much better just to teach the people. So I learned to teach so that I could teach them. And that I sought out everything I could know, everything I could process, so that I could then impart it. That's how I operate. And I really believe that there is good both in the world and in this mentality of doing what you can with what you got. Yesterday was, or was it Monday? Anyway, was Burt Gummer Day. And yes, Burt Gummer is an incredibly fictional character in movies about sandworms and a TV show about giant sandworms and other things. But there is a certain spirit of individuality and defiant motivation. Doing what you can with what you got is something that is really core to my being. So I encourage you guys to get out there and create. I have novels in that series. They're great fun. I have the game in the series. Go read it. You can get them through Kindle. So they should be set for Kindle Unlimited. So it can be free to you. You could buy them. If you have Kindle Unlimited and you like a book, read it through Kindle because I'll get paid for it. Then buy it because then I'll get paid again. And that doesn't change on you. It doesn't cost you anything, but it gets me a few more cents. And then if you really like it, get in the hard copy so Amazon can't say, you know what? No, you don't have access to that anymore, which is the hazard of some of the ebooks. But right now, there are a whole bunch of wonderful comments being put on. So I'm going to try to catch where I was in the comments. I'm a class act. It always gets me when people say nice things. Okay, there we are. General Kepnobi. Hi. I'm going to be going on Doc's Coffee Shop Wednesday at noon Central to chat about Indie CD and other assorted folks. It will be streamed through Pops' channel. Thank you for letting us know that, Dawn. Quilt repair is about 50% done. Wonderful. Animal Eye issue 5 is about a third scripted. That's what we want to hear. I love that accountability. Cool, Dawn. Raul has sent me a link, has sent me ink and text for pages 1 through 15 of Animal Eye 4. Get it done. YouTube.com/PopZenzat. At PopZenzat. Still making dragons. Don't forget to tip your host. Yes, if you feel inclined and you want to throw a few denarii my way to help me get through the day, paypal.me/Nicholas Tockert. It is always appreciated. And let's see, we're going to keep getting through these. Okay, cool, Dawn. You can find my art at deviantart.com/NickT. I'm actually a little behind, but I will be doing probably in the very near future another big upload of different pictures that have been done on the live streams that I do, Art Time with Nick. There's also going to be fairly soon a new art time lapse of me working on the cover for my microlay RPG when I thought it was going to be a quick project. I just wake up. I just better wake up earlier on Wednesday than today. I think the weather did that to everybody, Dawn. Help Nick upgrade fencing so we can train people to fence. Yes, patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild. Yes, that group is where I get the most of my money that goes to buying gear for reviews. In this case, I've been socking money away so that I can afford things like pavers. I want to redo, remulch, make sure that the fighting area is as nice as possible, possibly invest in some more permanent seating, deal with the ever-present battles on lighting to make it nice, because we always end up fighting at night, and go from there. So there's a lot to go on in that department that really could use some love. Get Nick's books. They are many and varied, and there are more coming over at Amazon.com. Big Stomply Robots. Thank you, Zero and Cindy. You can get the book series there. I want to convert at least one of them, of the Big Stompy Robots, into a graphic novel. Possibly everything I've written fictional for it. So I'm working on some stuff in the background, guys. I always have more irons in the fire than anybody knows. Thank you, Zero. And Cindy Koepp goes to Study in Heroic Contrasts of Brian K. Morris, author. Brian's amazing. I was watching No Warning this morning. I hope you do too. Go, if you missed it, watch it anyway. You can watch the rerun. Sign up for Risingtide's newsletter at Risingtide.pub. Get the latest updates on Volcana and her liquid armor, patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. Trolls Are Heroes 2 over at SL Roland's Amazon. Physical media for the win. Yeah, guys, I will tell you this. I love ebooks, and if it's your jam, please feel free to buy my ebooks. But the nice thing about hard copy is hard copy doesn't care if Elon goes to Mars and doesn't come back. Hard copy doesn't care if Bezos, has to go back to the center of the earth or wherever. I'm kidding. I am concerned at how many billionaires are trying to get off planet, though. That does bother me profoundly. But once you have the book, it's in your hand. And I'm going to tell you, I have to be careful because I have the bad habit of giving my stock away, especially to kids, because this goes well. But it's all part of it. It's a adventure. But keep your stuff. I lament the books I've had to sell over the years. Find help for caregivers and advice on how to help people in a way that really helps people. Yeah, that's Victoria Adams' book. Agent Zero's The Mythicals, number 1. 24 pages of supernatural action mystery focusing on Level M, a covert task force comprised of creatures from myth and legend. It's such a good title, guys. It is so good. And the commercial is so good. I need to get a copy of that commercial. That's what I need to do. Bear Publications for fun sci-fi. Yes. Animal Eye Art merch. Yes. Dan says, Nick, could I use your old Danilo and insert the copy on affiliate? Please. Oh, the illustration. Yes, absolutely. I believe I put that under gift art. You can find that on the DeviantArt page, I think. If not, it's on the list that needs to get up there, and I'll get you a copy post haste. It'd be my privilege and honor to be of service to you, Dan. And that's how we get things done. Bear Publication is now updated, so you can get Animal Eye 1 to 3 instead of having to navigate my wacky web store. Wonderful. And of course, you can still contact me for anything Animal Eye. Do you want to check out Royal Cruise's art? deviantart.com/RoyalCruise, and you can get customized art from his Subscribestar. Check out Comic Book Related Madness with Pop Zanzant. That's where Dawn's going to be at noon on Wednesday. Speaking of digital, there's the final version of the Chrome Dog #1 Ashcan preview, free downloaded. First 10 pages of the book. It's on that Google Drive. Yes, folks, you can actually go. It's sort of like Free Comic Day every day and get a sample of Agent Zero's comic. There's not much greater you can do as a comic creator than just simply give out a portion of your comic so that folks can read it. That's amazing. And yes, the Hysterical Guild Friday nights at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Speaking of, I do need to remind you that this Friday I have not scheduled any of my broadcasts because I will be at the convention. This does not mean I necessarily won't be broadcasting, but it does mean that we'll be very busy because I'm going to be running tables and games and doing custom art. But depending on how things go, I may be able to do stuff. But since I can't verify it, we're going to go touch and go. Let's see. Great. What do I owe you for the license? Don't worry about it, Dan. If you want to pay me something, pay me something. If not, it's okay, because I literally did that as a homage because I enjoyed the story so much. Check out Zombies in Oz, Eric S. Hawkins. And with that, we are at the hour, so I'm going to run Dan's ad. I have not run Dan's ad in a while, and since Dan is here, let me find where it is. I'll run the at-filling ad.
Hi there, my name's Dan Hollifield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Aphelion website. Aphelion has been online since 1997. Since then, we've brought you the very best amateur science fiction and fantasy writing, and given the world at least 100 brand new professional writers from those who have walked through our doorways. So if you enjoy reading, look for Aphelion. That's www.aphelion-webzine.com. A quick Google of Aphelion-webzine will give you everything you want to know, plus 20 years worth of our backlog of files, our archive of stories stretching back until February of 1997. Think of Aphelion as a permanent floating writer's workshop dedicated to helping new writers become proficient enough to become professional writers and best-selling writers. We have over 100 success stories to our name, and if you're an amateur writer, you may be our next triumph. And if you just like to read stories, we've got plenty of them for you. Just come on by and visit. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Yeah, Aphilion's been doing so much for so many for so long. I'm proud to be involved with it. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked that it's something art I've done that's going to be involved with it. I'm resisting the urge to quietly fanboy. And I instigated it, Dan. Yes, Don, you're a great instigator. And my break sadly comes to a close. Bummer, dude. You can find books, Dragon's other fun stuff at CKOEPP.com. Keep up with suitable arrangement at patreon.com/CKOEPP. Don't forget to tip your host. Get vintage cartooniness at SartNart76. If you want to sign up for my newsletter, that is at just http://CKOEPP.com and Sydney Waves and engages Lurker mode. Yes, Lurker mode is engaged. Now, guys, we've had a pretty good show. Next week, tomorrow's show should be amazing. what I will want, there are two things I want from you guys, primarily. First is we're going to talk con prep, what you do, what works for you, hopefully, what we're about. We will also have a guest that we're going to be talking about his game, old friend of mine by the name of Neil Litherland. And when I say old friend, he knows me back from the old hoary days when I was a long-haired leaping gnome running amok on a northwestern Indiana, a northwest Indiana college campus full of vim vinegar and a whole lot of shenanigans. Good Lord. I'm not really sure what the lovely accomplished writer Neil's going to pull out of anywhere, but it's Neil and he's always up to something. So we're going to try to get some eyes on him and maybe get him a little more involved in our little community, because I would never conspire such things. And then Friday, oh yes, amok. Yes, Don. And yes, everyone have a great day. So with that, guys, I do want you to have a great day. I want you to write, create, and do so fearlessly, because you can edit, you can update, you can make it new edition, but you can't edit a blank page. Yeah, exactly. The hoary days, glory days when I was still short. Actually, I was shorter than I am when we first met, because I had a 2-inch growth spurt in college. I was 5'5" when I started and 5'7" plus when I left. I am somewhere in that range now. I have to go do the math on what they said. But I'm just shy of 5'8". That's where I am. I've lost a quarter inch. I'm just shy of 5'8". So I'm 5'7" and 3/4. 5'7" being the line of being allegedly a short man, supposedly. So it really does depend on which leg I'm standing. But we will be back for Wednesday. It will be a lengthy show. It will be a lot of fun. Till then, I actually have a whole lot of work to do. So I'm going to get creative and creating. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be proactively uploading things. Whatever. Stuff is getting uploaded. It's going to be exciting. So guys, go out there and slay your dragons. Don't wait for somebody else to slay them. If you don't like what's going on, that's fine. That means you may be paying attention. Do better. And even if you don't like what's going on, even if stuff annoys you, be kind about it. Because it costs us nothing to be kind. All right? We need more kindness. We need more, love for everyone out there. Because the world's it's been pushed too far. And the best thing we can do is give everyone and ourselves a break. With all that being said, guys, I will see you next week for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. Huge shout out to Brian K. Morris for helping making this possible, and to all my lovely folks in the chat. We'll see you all real soon.